মানে তোমাৰ হেৰি মই এটা ইউজ কৰিছো অনলাইন octave online.net ঠিক আছে তোমালোকে এবাৰ ইউজ কৰি চাব পাৰা এতিয়া তোমালোকে are you people using any systems I mean laptop or whatever
Yes, ma'am.
yes so can you just check because it has to be compatible with your system also right so I am using one online console that is octave-online.net okay I'll show you wait one sec I will show you
Ma'am, could you please give us the link in chat box?
can you see this
Yes, ma'am.
octave-online.net okay you can use this I don't know if it will be compatible with your system also it is compatible with my system okay just check it online so many compilers are there okay many compilers even tutorial point is you see tutorial point also they are allowing to use this online I don't know I think you have to log into MATLAB then maybe you can apply I mean you can use it so many are there so just check it once okay I'll give you the program today I'll explain you the program and then you can type the program in that console okay I'll start off with you can check it later on I'll start off with my presentation okay so today we will discuss a concept on negative of image okay negative of an image and then I'll show you one MATLAB program to obtain the negative of a grayscale image okay I'll be taking a grayscale image over here and finally I'll show you the output of the program okay then so I'll show you how it works so what is negative of an image so before starting off with the program what is negative of an image I think we discussed these concepts yes what is negative of an image I'm talking about a grayscale image suppose so what is a negative see in negative of an image we represent the darker pixels with the lighter pixels and lighter pixels with the darker pixels okay so this is the concept of negative of an image that is it represents darker pixels with the lighter and lighter pixels with the darker then here you can see a MATLAB program to obtain the negative of a grayscale image so let's start okay so suppose this is my program and the first command which I am using is CLC so remember in C programming we have to use CLR SCR yes the CLR SCR command we use so why do we use CLR SCR command in C
to clear the screen.
okay to clear the screen right okay so now here in MATLAB you have 3 commands together used so you may ask me that why not only CLC why we have to use so many commands here so I'll explain okay so here in MATLAB CLC is used to first CLC is used to close the command window okay remember when I explained digital MATLAB I showed you one image I mean I showed you one picture of the home page for MATLAB so do you remember that picture what did we have we had 5 concepts in that is one was workspace one was command window command history and editor do you remember those guys so okay if you remember then it's good or still so in MATLAB you will get one command window okay so CLC command the CLC command will be used to clear the command window first and then clear all so clear all this command like whatever variable names and whatever value will be displayed in the workspace. We had one more thing, that is workspace, remember? So when we use the clear all command, what it will do, it will clear all the variable names and whatever their values will be displayed in the workspace. And finally, the close all command. So close all command is nothing but this is used to close all the previously opened images. That is, now today here we will use an image, we will use lots of images, suppose. So to close all those to close all those images which are opened, we will use the close all command to close the previously opened images. Okay, then go on to the next line. We have I equals to imread of this. So I is a variable which I'm using, and this is the path. This is the path, that is, I'm giving this path in order to extract my image. So in my system, this is the path. Okay, it is loaded here. This image is loaded in this path, that is C drive, home, Irene, documents, MATLAB, and then the image is stored there. So I'm giving this path. Yes. Now I'll ask you, what is the concept of imread, if you can remember? Yes. What is imread function? Why is it used? Remember scanf function in C programming?
To read an image.
Yes, to read an image. Yes. So what did I say? That we will come across a lot of commands in MATLAB. Suppose to scan or to read an image, we will use imread. To close, we will use imclose. Then imwrite and all those. Only thing, just remember, we will use these two letters im in front of the command. Okay. So imread function, this is used to scan the image, or it is used to read the image that is present in your system, and in my system it will read it from this path given. Then going on to the next line, m comma n equals to size of I. Okay, so what is m, what is n? Okay, and what is this brackets? So this is the concept of a matrix. Okay, so image means what? We will define the image, that is, the system will define the image in the form of a matrix. So it is defining, suppose, a 2D image. So suppose I'm using mn here, and mn here means this is m is the row and n is the column. Okay, and here this command will get you a digital image in the form of a matrix of size m comma n. So the whole command is m comma n equals to size of what? Which image? That is the I. Whichever image you wanted to extract. I used the variable I, so size of I. Okay, it will define this I variable. Now when we go on to the next command, we have ineg equals to zeros of m comma n. So here I am taking another variable, that is ineg. Okay, and this command is, it will take one more, it will, why we are using this ineg here, this variable is used to, since we are talking about the negative of a grayscale image, right? So the negative of the image here I will represent it using the ineg variable, and ineg equals to zeros of m comma n. Okay, so here this command will create a size of matrix m comma n image which is similar to the original image. Okay, whatever original image is this cameraman.tif, so it will be similar to the original image, but what, with all zero values. That's why ineg equals to 0, because it will define all zero values, so zeros of m comma n. Then next we go on to another, I'll define another variable, that is max dash value. So what is the max dash value? Here suppose I want to get the maximum valued pixel of this original image. I want to define the maximum valued pixel of this original image, and that is, what does it mean? The maximum valued pixel means the element with the highest value in the original image. Okay, in the original image matrix, which, and so we are using the max command because I want to get the highest value pixel of this image. But here
Ma'am, closing parenthesis nalagi po jano.
Huh?
Max. Closing parenthesis aru eta nalagi po jano.
Good.
max.
max ত ন এইটো মিছপ্লেচ হৈ গ'ল ঠিক আছে okay thanks it went over my head okay now okay fine so double now here I'm talking about the maximum valued pixel so now you can ask me why I'm using 2 times yes I could have used max of I directly but why I'm using max of 2 times so the purpose of using twice max here because I want to display the highest valued pixel present in the original image right so suppose if I would have used a single max here if I would have used a single max here it would have returned me 2 types that is it would have returned me the position of the highest valued pixel as well as the value of the highest valued pixel but I'm interested in only the value sorry I'm only interested in the I'm interested in the value of the highest valued pixel and not the position and that's why I'm using max here twice okay so suppose if I don't use this max here I'm only using max of I then you will get the position of the highest value pixel as well as the value but here I don't want the position so I want the value so twice okay then let's go on to the for loop so here I'm using for I equals to 1 is to m so what is 1 is to m so here m is the number of rows yes so this syntax for I will define or it will cover all the rows of the image then for j equals to 1 is to n so n is the colon so this command or this syntax will be used it will cover all the columns of this image okay then going on to the next statement I neg I comma j okay since I want to represent the negative of an image so I am taking every pixel of I neg okay now I will take every pixel of I neg here and I will represent it and I am changing its value by typing as max dash value minus I comma j okay so here what it means that this ineg is representing the negative image and you can keep on changing the value of the pixels by using this command okay so ineg I comma j equals to max value minus I that is the original image then we stop here that is we end the for loop so twice we have used so twice end now and yes this why we have used this syntax because we want to replace the darker pixels with the lighter and lighter with the darker right that is in short we want the negative of the image so this equation has been placed here or used here now let's go on to plotting so now you want to see both that is you want to display in your output you want to display both the original image as well as the negative that is the output image right so I will use this command here subplot 1 comma 2 comma 1 so subplot what is subplot will basically split your screen according to your requirement suppose I'm giving subplot 1 comma 2 comma 1 so here 1 is the row number 2 is the column number and 1 defines the first image and the first image here I want to show the original image yes I want to show the original image as my first image so first image is I have given the title as original image and to show this original image I am using another function that is imshow of I that is I is the original image okay so title I'm here using as original image but you can use any title okay so for my convenience I'm giving the original image as my title then now you want to display the negative image okay you want to display the negative image so in negative image you are giving subplot sorry this is small letter okay this is automatically it takes capital letters, right? So okay, just remember this is small letter. Okay, so subplot of 1 comma 2 comma 2. So similarly, 1 is the row number, 2 is the column number, 2 here is the second image, and my second image I want to display as negative image, and title is negative image, and to show this image I'm again using the function imshow. Okay, now I'm using another function uint8. Yes, so why am I using uint8 command? So this command basically it will convert the double values into integer type. Okay, it will convert the double values into integer type. Yes, and integer means what? Zeros and ones. We want the image to be displayed. That definitely it is an image of zeros and ones. So I'm converting it into a integer. That is, I'm converting the double values into integer. Okay, so whatever values are in the negative, whatever values in the negative pixel are in the form of double will be converted into negative type. Okay, now when you run this program, see, you can see two images here. Yes, so this is the original image. This is my original image which I had taken, cameraman.tif, and when you and this is the output image, that is the negative image. So when you see this both images, this is the original image has darker pixels. Can you see? It has darker pixels, and the negative image it has lighter pixels. And what is the definition? Our definition is that we convert negative of an image means converting the darker to lighter and lighter to darker, right? So here it is in dark form, so darker images has been converted to lighter ones. Yes, so black has converted to white, the white has converted to black, all ulta. See? Yes, then this is black, this is white. So this is all about negative of an image. Okay, so any doubt in this program, guys? So as you can see here, this program same like throughout all the 7 programs, the programs will be almost the same. Only the thing is that this suppose for negative of an image I'm using this equation, right? So this is the equation. So suppose binary of an image, again for binary of an image this syntax will change, the rest will remain the same. So this time MATLAB programs are very easy, so you just have to remember the first program. So you can see this first program, try to remember this first program. The rest, some of them will change, but almost all the programs are same. I'll give you the list of the programs today, you can check it out yourself. Okay, so now guys, any doubt in any part? Can you run this program? I'll give you the program also. Okay, I'll give you the program, you can
extension to key.
Ma'am, it's better you will show one time to us.
Like in online.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, online I will show today. Actually, my keyboard is not working properly today. It's showing errors every time. Can I show you tomorrow? Okay, can I show you tomorrow? If my keyboard works
Okay,
well.
ma'am.
Actually, my mouse broke. Okay, today I broke my mouse today, so I'm using the keypad, and the keypad is not working properly today. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Still, I'll give you the program now in the group. You can execute it yourself. Okay. Okay, so still
Okay,
any
ma'am.
doubt? Okay, how many present? Uh, all present except Safikur and Orindam?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Mm, okay, so only Safikur and Orindam is absent, the rest are present. Okay, ठीक है. Still any doubt? Go through the program and try to execute it. Okay, so no doubt, I guess.
No, ma'am.
Okay, ठीक है. Okay, so see you. I think tomorrow is the first. We have at 9 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so see you people tomorrow. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-mm.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.